comes back to the left back, Nico Williams, who, let's not forget, is naturally actually a right full-back. He came through the system at Liverpool as a right full-back, and he made his move to Nottingham Forest in a 17 million deal, expected to play in that position, but he's made the left full-back position his own. He's done a really, really good job out there, as it's Mazraoui. Goes back to Andre Onana. Onana will send it out to the right centre-back, Lenny Yoro. And it's a forward ball. Comes inside, it's Garnacho. He can turn and run. Garnacho will come forward. Beats Ryan Yates to the ball. And he actually fouls him. There's just a bit of aftermath. Ryan Yates seems to be in some sort of discomfort down there. Just caught him late, didn't he, Garnacho, the Uruguayan. Just caught him on the top of his ankle. So the referee right to award a free kick on the edge of Nottingham Forest's box. Rolling down his sock at the moment, Ryan Yates. I think he's going to be okay. So we've got plenty of games to bring you on Flash Score over the next week. All of the Premier League games will be covered, and of course European football will be covered next week. All of the home teams at the moment are winning 1-0. It is Mikel Merino who is given a 1-0 lead for Arsenal at home against Fulham. Wolverhampton Wanderers are leading 1-0 at home against West Ham United. Jorgen Strand Larsen with the goal there. Of course, it's Anthony Elanga that is the difference maker at the moment, as Nuno's side lead 1-0 at home against Manchester United. Comes back up onto his feet. Ryan Yates is a real character, a sturdy character. Here's Ryan Yates. Matt Sells will send the free kick forward, targeting Awani, but it's headed away by Casemiro. Comes into Zirkzee, gives it to Manuel Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes will switch out to the right side. Here is Garnacho. Diego Dallo with the cross in, blocked off by Nico Williams, and it goes out for a corner. He'll be pretty chuffed, will Ruben Amorim, despite the scoreline. They've played pretty well in this first opening half hour of Manchester United. They've had plenty of opportunities. They'll be looking to create another one here. It's Bruno Fernandes delivers towards the front post, flicked on by Diego Dallo off the frame of the crossbar. Dillick comes in with a shot, and then it's Matt Sells with the save, who's fouled by Lenny Oroz, who's diving in to get a touch on the ball. But it's Diego Dallo just attacking the ball at the front post. He's flicked it on, and it's come off the crossbar. And then Dillick has sent a shot in, and it's a good save by Sells. He was just caught in the face with a boot by Lenny Yoro, who's gone for the ball, and he's just caught him studs up, but was going for the ball, and Sells was more jumping down at Yoro more than Yoro was sticking his foot in Sells' face. You know, put your head where it hurts as a goalkeeper. It's Matt Sells who's going to send it forward. It's been a really entertaining first half hour here. Elliot Anderson will try to flick it on. It's Casemiro tries to get on the end of the ball. He's unable to. He's going to go out for a Man United free kick. So Dillick will move it out to the right centre back, Lenny Yoro. Delit back to Mazraoui. Mazraoui will move it back to Yoro. There's such at times a slow tempo about Manchester United, who like to build up through the thirds and try and control the opposition. But you look at the stats, they've had 6 shots compared to Nottingham Forest's 1. They've had the better opportunities in the game. I think he'll be relatively pleased with the first half hour here. Nana will roll it out for Yoro. Comes out to Diego Dallo. Casemiro can turn and run with the ball. He will send it down the right channel. Here is Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho will come back, gives it to Bruno Fernandes. Opportunity to shoot, and he knocks it off the back of Murillo. Here is Diego Dallo. Dallo with the delivery in, blocked off the chest by Nico Williams. A few harsh shouts for a high foot by Fernandes, but play will continue. It's Garnacho. Garnacho can move it out to Ugarte. Ugarte finds Dallo just inside the box on the right channel. Garnacho 1-2 with Dallo. Comes back to the Brazilian, Casemiro. Casemiro with a deep cross towards Dorgu, but Oleaina does pretty well with it. He'll send it out to the right side with Anthony Elanga, who's just caught by Mazraoui. And it's going to be a free kick. Nuno be relatively happy with the way his side have defended so far. Despite conceding 6 shots, they've kept it pretty solid back there. Made life difficult for Manchester United. Ball that goes forward. Dorgu. Dorgu will try to send it down the left channel, but knocks it off Anthony Elanga. Go out for the Nottingham Forest throw. Oleaina will make his way over. And Oleaina will take the throw. Trying to wait for the options to surround him. He goes long towards the 6-yard box. Yates will try to flick it on. It's Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes turns back. It's Milenkovic who wins the ball. Milenkovic towards Anthony Elanga, and Mazraoui will send it forward. Aino will move it back to Murillo. Opportunity for them to recycle the ball now, and Bruno Fernandes just catches Elliot Anderson. It will be a free kick. Opportunity now for them to deliver in. Amarin's name is sung by the supporters behind the goal, who are still behind their manager, still have belief in their manager. They're a fan base who have a lot of patience for the number ones. And it's Murillo who will send the ball forward. Goes all the way towards the edge of the box, and Delit gets a crucial touch in, and it's going to go out for a Forest corner. There'll be an opportunity now for Nottingham Forest to deliver in. Elanga will make his way over to a rapturous round of applause from the supporters. He also gets a round of applause from the Manchester United supporters as well, of course being a former Red. So play it short to Williams. Williams will cross it in. Milenkovic will attack it. Oh, he will go into the hands of the goalkeeper, Andre Onana. Onana will send it forward. Quick release out to Garnacho. Nico Williams, good feet. Turn back, he gives it to Danilo. Danilo's dropped in to receive the ball. It's Ryan Yates. Yates will step forward, moves it out to Olai Aina. Yates will come back to Murillo, go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Matt Sells, and Sells will send a long ball forward. Ball is headed back to Lenny Yoro. Yoro will move it out to Patrick Dorgu on this left side. United just controlling the game at the moment with the ball at their feet. It's Mazraoui. Played down the left side. Comes to Bruno Fernandes. Play's just going to stop. Bruno's going to kick it out because Waina is down with an injury with 10 minutes left of this first half. A bit of concern for the right fullback whose contract is running out in the summer. They're yet to extend it. Nottingham Forest. He's been a crucial player this year. He's played every single game. This is his 30th start in the competition. He joined from Torino on a free transfer and he is yet to not start a game. It's hard to forget that Forest actually finished 17th in the Premier League last season. They only narrowly avoided relegation, so it would be fair to say that not too many would have expected them to be up in third position. A win today would move them 10 points clear of 6th place. The Reds have been nothing short of remarkable this term, boasting a record of 16 wins, 6 draws and 7 defeats from 29 matches to collect 54 points, which would be enough. Well, it is enough at the moment for third. Their history, Forest have won 2 European Cups and top level European action could be heading back to the City Ground, but Nuno Espirito Santo will rebel over the Red Devils since the 1991-92 campaign when a certain Brian Clough was in charge. Nuno's side are unbeaten in their last 8 home Premier League games, recording 6 wins in the process. That includes draws against the top 2, Liverpool and Arsenal. It just demonstrates the size of the task that Manchester United have in this game. Now it's Olai Aina that's come off. He's been helped off the pitch, so Forest just playing with 10 men at the moment. Olai Aina's not going to be able to continue. He's been helped off the pitch, so they'll have to wait to make their substitution.